Assalamu alaikum, girls. How are you? Hope you're doing fine. Let us complete our lesson. The video I sent last time, it was about when the light gets broken. Remember, what is it? It is called refraction. It means when the light bends. Okay? This is the PowerPoint I sent last time, and also I sent it again because we will complete the lesson. So that was here. Remember, when the light moves from air into solid, the particles are far away from each other, while the particles in the solid, they are very close from each other. So when the light moves from air into, for example, glass, what will happen to it? Suppose you are moving here and then you find something crowded. You will move slower or faster, or you will stop. Akid, you will move slower. Also the same as the light. And this is called bending of light or refraction of light. We did this last time. Okay, and I explained how we can draw the light diagram when it enters glass. In your book here, you have it. You have this in your book, page 169. Okay, so first case is when the light enters here. This is air, this is glass. When the light enters the glass here, this is called incident ray, right? And the perpendicular line, we call it perpendicular on the glass. This is perpendicular, 90 degree, as you can see, 90 degree. Okay, so this is the incident ray, and the ray inside of the piece of glass is called refracted ray. This is case number one, air to glass. Now, the angle between the incident ray and the normal, this is called angle of incidence. And the angle between the refracted ray and the normal, this is called angle of refraction. As you can see, they are not equal, not like when the light is reflected. If you go back to the lesson of reflection of light, we can see always the angle of reflection equals to the angle of incidence, while in the case of refraction, they are not equal. Case number two, this is case number one, air to glass. Case number two, glass to air. Glass to air. Together, question number 7.5. They are asking us to do all the steps we did in the last video. طيب. Now look at your drawing and figure out, choose the best word. A. Rays that enter the glass along the normal, they bend or don't bend, change their direction. هلا, any ray that enters the glass, if the ray is perpendicular, it will not refract, like this case here. If this is air, glass, air, if the ray enters this direction, يعني حطينا light هون, okay, perpendicular, can you see the angle? It is 90. If it's perpendicular, there will be no refraction. This is the only case at which the light will not refract if it enters the glass. So here, what is our answer? Does it bend or it doesn't change the direction through the normal? There is no change. So circle, don't change direction. This is case number one. Okay? B. The ray bends towards or away from the normal when it enters the glass. Go back to your drawing. Here. This is the air. This is the inside of the glass. Look, the ray of the light should keep going this direction. يعني if I have it should go this direction. But what happens is it refracted. Did it refract near to the normal, towards the normal, or away from the normal? Look at it. I will do it again. Did it refract near the normal or away from the normal? Can you see? The ray gets toward the normal. So in this case, when the ray enters the glass, it goes into the normal. Into the normal. Here, B, the ray bends towards the normal. It gets nearer to the normal. This is the answer when it enters the glass. Why is that? It's because, as you can see it in the PowerPoint, again, the air, the particles are away from each other, and the glass, the particles are very close to each other. So when the air was moving fast through the air and it enters the glass, it starts to move slower. That's why when the light moves from air to glass, it moves near the normal. While the other way around, when the light moves from glass, particles are very close to each other, to the air, where the particles are very far from each other, the light will go faster. So it will go away. It can run, it can move freely. Here, this is how should the light move. Okay, look at the light, the blue line, how it moves away from the normal. So this is the second case, from glass to air, the light goes away from. Okay, now we will answer C. The ray bends towards or away from the normal when it leaves the glass. As we said here, it moves away. So the answer is away. The ray that leaves the glass is parallel or not parallel to the incident ray. Look at this picture. Here, this is the incident ray. طيب, I will draw a line. This is the exact movement of the light. طيب, this is the line that goes out from the glass. Let me draw a line. Can you see these two lines? They are parallel to each other. شو يعني parallel؟ يعني متوازي. They don't intersect. ما بتقاطعوا. So the question says the ray that leaves the glass. هذه الray that leaves the glass اللي سموها in your book emergent ray. إيش يعني emergent ray? The ray that goes out from the glass. The ray that leaves the glass is parallel or not parallel to the incident ray. Try it. انتوا ارسميها. الانسيدنت ray والemergent ray راح تلاقيهم parallel. Last question. Unless the ray enters along the normal, the angle of refraction is always larger or smaller than the angle of incidence. From air to glass. When it goes to air, from air, it will refract near the normal. So can you see? If this is I, the incident angle, and this is R, the angle of refraction, which of them is larger? The angle of incidence. So going from air to glass, I is larger than R. صح? I, angle of incidence, is larger than R. So the answer here, it is smaller. The answer, the angle of refraction is smaller than the angle of incidence.